Chapter 13. Food for Plants and Animals. In this chapter, you will learn about food of plants, animals and their food. Food web. Food of carnivorous plants. Food chain. Factoid. Like us, plants and animals also need food to grow. Look at Anjum. She waters her plants daily and adds manure from time to time, as her mother told her that plants need water, air, fertile soil, manure and sunlight to grow. Plants prepare their own food to live and grow. Their way of making food is totally different from that of ours. Let's learn their process of making food. Green plants are the only living things that have the ability to make their own food. That is why they are known as producers or autotrophs. The process by which the green plants make their food is called photosynthesis. Photos means light and synthesis means putting together. Green plants require three things to make their food: sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water. In the process of photosynthesis, leaves capture the energy of sunlight and use it to make food. Almost all the plant leaves are green because they contain a green-colored pigment called chlorophyll, which helps them in absorbing the energy of sunlight. Tiny openings on the plant leaves, called stomata, allow carbon dioxide to come into the leaf while water is taken in by the plant roots. In the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, water and carbon dioxide get converted into a sugar called glucose, and oxygen gas that releases gets mixed into the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide plus water, sunlight, chlorophyll, glucose plus oxygen. Do you know? Some non-green plants like molds, fungi, spores, etc. do not have chlorophyll and cannot make their own food. They get food from dead and decaying plants and animals. Mold, fungi, spores, food of carnivorous plants. Some plants eat insects and other small creatures as their food. They are called carnivorous or insectivorous plants. These plants grow in places where the soil is poor in minerals, so they fulfill their requirements of deficient nutrition, mainly nitrogen, by eating insects. This can be better understood by the examples of two carnivorous plants that are Venus flytrap. This plant has wide leaves with short stiff hair on them called triggers. When any insect touches these hair enough to bend them, the lobes of the leaves snap shut quickly, trapping the insect inside, and later it is digested by the plant, due to which it gets its deficient nutrients accordingly. Pitcher plant. The leaves of this plant are shaped like a pitcher with half-closed lid and are filled with a sweet-smelling nectar. When an insect lands on it to suck the nectar, it slides down and falls into the liquid and thus gets trapped. The plant thus digests the trapped insect and fulfills its nutritional deficiency. Animals and their food. Animals are called consumers or heterotrophs because they cannot make their own food and depend on other living things for their food. They are mainly dependent on plants and other animals for their food. Animals are classified into 5 categories on the basis of their food habits. Herbivores. These animals eat only plants. Camel, buffalo, cow, goat, etc. are the examples of herbivores. Carnivores. These animals kill other animals and eat their flesh. Animals such as lion, tiger, eagle, snake, etc. are the examples of carnivores. Omnivores. These animals eat both plants and other animals. Examples of such animals are dog, monkey, bear, etc. Scavengers. These animals eat flesh of dead animals and help in keeping the environment clean. Examples of such animals are hyenas, vultures, etc. Parasites. These animals live on or within the body of other animals and depend on them for their food. Mosquitoes, leeches, hookworms, and roundworms are some examples of parasites. Food chain. A food chain shows how each living being gets food and how nutrients and energy are passed from creature to creature. Living beings need to obtain energy in order to live. For example, plants get energy from the sun, some animals eat plants, and some animals eat other animals to get energy. Components of food chain. The sun plays a very vital role in the food chains. Nearly all of the energy used by living things to survive on the earth comes from the sun. Producers are the plants that produce their own food from sun, water, air, carbon dioxide, and soil. Consumers are the animals that consume other plants and animals. They include herbivores that eat only plants, carnivores that eat flesh of other animals, and omnivores that eat both plants and animals. Decomposers are the organisms such as fungi, bacteria, worms, etc. They feed on decaying plants and animals and decompose them back into the soil. The soil can then be used to grow plants. Producers, consumers, decomposers, components of food chain. Food web. A balance in nature is maintained between different animals and plants through food chains and food webs. Food webs show how plants and animals are connected in many ways for their food, whereas food chain follows just one path. Limelight. Each organism on this earth has a unique place in food chain. Many human activities like fishing, hunting, pollution, etc. harm various animals and their habitats and disturb the food chains. Keywords. Photosynthesis, the process by which green plants use sunlight to synthesize nutrients with the help of carbon dioxide and water. Chlorophyll, a green pigment present in all green plants, which is responsible for the absorption of light to provide energy for photosynthesis.